YouTube, Intuitive Edge. I'd like to take a look at a person known by Isaac Cappy. This gentleman has gone on YouTube and he's done some expose. Sounds like he has either been friends with or known some people in Hollywood, and he's come out and accused and exposed quite a few people, elite level Hollywood types, of various crimes, including pedophilia. So I would like to look at him and get a feel for what he's saying and what's happening with him and what's going to happen with him. So I'm going to pause the video and shuffle up the cards, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I've shuffled up the cards. I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck. So, Mr. Cappy. So we're going to look at the present, what's going on with him, what crosses him, what's his obstacle, and then what's coming up for him. With this card, what immediately comes to mind is being at odds or on the outside of I get like a circle of friends or a group of friends, and feeling like being ostracized or on the outside. And it does feel like there were some pretty big revelations that he has brought to light. And it feels like that has taken kind of the thunder, or it's taken people by surprise, and also put it's like a what he's talked about and what he has come out and said has been a big focus and caused a lot of light to be shed in a certain way on a certain topic. But it feels like this has, at the same time, put him on the outs and on the outside of whatever circle of influence he might have had. It feels like there's somebody that he has talked about or exposed, and this person feels dark to me. I don't know who exactly this person is, but their presence feels kind of it feels like this person is a kind of a dark person. One second, guys. So one of the people that that this Isaac person has come out and accused or exposed, was rather surprised by the accusation. This person feels really kind of hollow and dark, but, and I feel like it's a male, and it feels like he's got, sorry, my cat, hold on, guys. Okay, I apologize for the interruption there. My cat was playing with the door. Okay. All right, I'm back. So what I'm feeling with this person is that it feels a hollowness with them, but also that they know that they need help, or that deep down it's like there's a little bit of remorse or knowledge that, but yet Ugh. Okay, sorry guys. Sometimes when I get pictures or images coming in, it's like I have a lot coming in and it's like trying to get it out and say what I'm trying to say. It doesn't always. So anyway, I had to pause the video, gather my thoughts so that I could spit this out, okay? So here's what I'm feeling. Okay, Isaac exposed several people, elite people in Hollywood, and accused them of horrible things. One of the people that he has accused, okay, this person feels dark to me, but they feel like they know they've been caught. They know that Isaac is right about them. And I actually feel like this person that's been exposed feels a little bit of remorse or a tiny bit of guilt, or there's a little bit of something in there that says, yeah, I know I need help. Okay, there's a tiny piece of that in this person. Okay. However, they feel quite insulated. That it's like it hasn't hit home that they could ever officially be caught, or that they could ever, it's never occurred to them because of the nature of the protection that these people often get on the inside. It's like it never occurred to this person that they could ever be exposed, or that they would ever be exposed, or that if they were, that anybody would ever believe it. Okay. And this is reinforced by strong backing. Okay. And I feel like I have to drop a name here. The name Steven Spielberg comes to mind, and to me, I think this is in reference of he's one that will work around any type of issues when it comes to actors. Like, he's protective of people that he works with in Hollywood, and he will protect people. He will back them. He probably has already been in contact with this person that I'm feeling, and he probably already has contacted him and said, you know, this will blow over. Don't worry about it. We've got your back. So the person in question that Isaac exposed, this particular actor person, in a normal world probably would want to get help or seek, you know, some sort of way out, but because of the insulation and the protection, it just kind of sucks him back in and keeps him locked in that Hollywood matrix, if that makes sense. And it's because of the network and, you know, powerful people like Spielberg and others that want to protect their image and protect their actors from defamation, that kind of thing. So Spielberg wanting to help is, you know, good on one hand, but on the other hand, it keeps people locked in that might otherwise seek help. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. Buddy, did that make sense? Hi, kitty. Sorry, my buddy over here meowing at me. Okay. All right. I hope that made sense. Sometimes the words just want to come out and I just have to like spit it out. So anyway, all right, I'll keep going. Thanks for bearing with me on that. Okay, so next I wanted to look at what's crossing this Isaac person. Now, this is an interesting card because this card is like strange bedfellows or strange friendships, people that are very different having friendships. And buddy, that's a candle. Sorry, let me get my cat out of the way here. So the image with this picture is a kitten going nose to nose with a porcupine. To me, that symbolizes this Isaac guy kind of going up against basically challenging relationships. He's going up against this Hollywood establishment, and it's probably going to be a challenging road ahead for him. Yeah. Okay. I think the response that this Isaac person is going to get, he's obviously, there's going to be a lot coming at him. I mean, he's going to have a lot of people cheering him on for being brave and exposing. But he's also got to contend with the other side that's going to be a little miffed or ticked off, or so he could have a lot coming at him from both angles and both sides in the next few months. That's going to cause a lot of confusion, issues. Underneath it all, we have the consequences card. This is a card of basically biting off more than you can chew. It's being careful at trying to untangle something that you don't get tangled up yourself, and being careful of who you cross and the outcome of that. I'm probably going to, offer some prayers for him, for his safety. He, the people that he's exposing and messing with, that's a pretty big network to go up against. So, but this also feels, in some way, this feels positive too, in that there are consequences to negative or bad behavior. This feels like a tightly bound, like the picture says. I'll just show the picture here. He's tangled up in this ball of yarn. But to me, this feels like anybody who engages in illicit practices or bad behaviors or whatever they're in, if it's not on the right path, there are consequences that will take some time to unravel. This feels like some things are falling apart and unraveling. There's been a lot, not just this gentleman, Mr. Cappy, but others too, have endeavored to expose kind of the inner circle and inner goings on with the elite. And it feels like there is some success with unraveling, but it also can have unintended consequences of entrapping people who are in the middle of trying to unravel something. For instance, this cat playing with the ball of yarn, he gets tangled up himself. There's always that caution to be careful when you go to take something apart, that it doesn't kind of boomerang back on you. Okay, that's all I have for this video. There's one more I think I'm going to tie on the end of this. So I'm going to wrap this one up for now. All right, I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching. While we're on the topic of whistleblowers, I wanted to check in with another whistleblower who has come out and exposed some of the players, the elites in Hollywood and elsewhere. So let's take a look at Ben Shemkus. Recently, his family has reported him missing. He came out in like about a month ago, I think in June, and began dropping names, and he said that he was at a Nexium party, and shared some personal experiences. And so let's check in with him. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle up the cards and then come back. So I'm going to pause the video. I'll be right back. All right, so next we're looking at Ben Shemkus. I did shuffle up the cards. Let's cut the deck. Okay, so whistleblower Ben Shemkus. We're going to look at the past, the hidden, and the future. Okay, so I get with him that he's a very bright light. I feel that he's a really good person. Generally speaking, he's a good soul. He has kind of a, I want to say like lion-hearted, like he's got a heart of gold and a really, really good soul. I feel good energy with him. Like he's got a bright light. I feel a good energy with him as a person, as a soul. Now what's hidden, interesting with the Sun card. Now I'm hoping with the Sun, generally when the Sun comes out in a reading, it ends up that even if there's a difficult situation, that it ends up well. So I'm hoping that as his family has reported him missing, I'm hoping that with the Sun that means that things will turn out okay for him. But I also sense with the imagery on this picture, just drawn to I feel this is in the position of what's hidden, and it feels like there's like a lot of money or somebody with money. We're gonna pull some more cards so I can pull what this is saying, but I'm sensing like wealth or money or something that has to do with value, money coming into the picture. Maybe he's being bribed or paid off to keep quiet. That's possible. Maybe somebody's saying, you go lay low for a few days, and I'm wondering, maybe that's what there's something with the money coming in. So maybe that's it. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm going to put a few more cards out and we'll see if that kind of fleshes out a little more. Now, future card. This is a card about family. And it's a positive, happy card of like togetherness and I feel the family's concern for him. That's coming through pretty strongly. It feels like he's got a lot of family. I don't know if he has a huge family, but he has a pretty big family, I think. by normal standards, it's a good sized family with, extended family and whatnot. A lot of people love and care about this young man. I get his family has good people too. He has good energy, and so does his family. All right. Okay, so the Fire King is crossed by the Sky King upside down. This is not a good sign. I feel like this Ben guy could have been approached by a very powerful person or people with the intent on putting some icing, okay, so here's the fire energy on his card, and here's the snow energy, like ice. It's like putting water on the fire or ice on the fire, like put the fire out kind of thing. Like, that's the imagery of it. Like, somebody in power or position of authority or power is wanting to bring this under control, and there may be some talks or something going on. That I don't know, but getting the two kings crossing, but he's being crossed by a pretty negative energy there. Okay. Now the 5 of C, okay, getting the image of like stepping into it, like, and this is in the hidden position, and we have the card of loss and sadness, or the image of this cat is like it fell into this pool, and as much as most cats hate water, and this is a sad situation. There's just a loss or sadness to it. And with this card, on the future position, there's something that is out of balance, some decision that is being made or waived. Let me get some more cards out here. Oh boy. All right. So I just it feels to me like the two kings crossing, and then you've got this balance and temperance card reversed, meaning that there was like a direct course change or correction, going in a different route, a different way. And I apologize. I know if you're new to my readings, I get imagery that comes, and sometimes putting the imagery into words or trying to put it together in a way that makes sense in a sentence, sometimes challenging because I see pictures. Sometimes I hear words or get intuitive insight, and sometimes it just comes right out. Other times it's like I just get a sense or a feeling, and how do you put that in words? But the imagery with this card, and it feels like a course veering off the path. Something has taken a detour with Mr. Shemkes, changing his course, putting him on a different track or a different path. Okay. Now I'm hoping that, he has been missing from his family. I do hope that he is found. and I hope that he's okay. But I'm feeling this sharp course change. So I don't know if he was, maybe carjacked or somebody took him and they veered off and went a different path. I'm getting like a shift or a change in course for him. Like he's going along and then boom, he's off in a different direction. Not anticipated, not where he planned, not where he wanted to go. But this feels like veering off the path. I don't know if he was on his way somewhere in his car. So, and I'm sure that his family has probably tried to retrace his steps if they're looking for him. But this feels like a veering off the path. So wherever he was heading, maybe check his course and see if maybe his car went a different way. Okay. Sorry if that's vague, but that's just what I get, like that feeling of changing course. Okay. All right. Okay, all right. What's hidden? Again, this is like being entrapped in being like in prison. I want to say like kidnapped, being imprisoned, taken, change of course, but this just feels like hemmed in, taken. I don't know where he lives. I don't know if he lives by water. But that may be where they may want to look, is around lakes or streams or water. All right. I suppose I should try to tune in if he is still alive. His family, I've heard, has, they're concerned that he may not be. I don't know if let me see if I pick up on that. Ultimately, I'm not 100% sure on that. I get such a nice feeling with him. I mean, he's such a good person. Really, deep down, I just get such a nice feeling when I tuned into him as a person and his family as well. But I sense that there's gonna need to be some help or strength with the family to pull through this and make it through this time. This is not a really happy card, with that imprisonment feeling and this veering off course, changing course and being like kidnapped or imprisoned. So, and then not having the reserve or the strength or having what you need to pull something off. But I remain hopeful that he's, that he'll be found or that he's okay. 'Cause he's a good person. He really is. And, this is a nice card, New Beginnings. Kind of feel like this card, though, that something good will come out of this. Whether or not he's, still with us, or, if something happened to him. Regardless of that, something good will come out of this. This is a card of new beginnings, and with the symbology of the tree, like that growth, that something good is coming out of it. So I wish him the best, and his family too. Anyway, it's a tough situation all the way around. I hope that he's all right, and time will tell. All right. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.